Yeah, that's right. You know, and actually, when you talk a bit about behind the scenes, this actually feels a bit behind the scenes. We've got Vikram and Vij. Sorry to interrupt.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Okay, who's here with us today, Vikram?
Well, we've got some students from UBC that are teaching us a little. I'm going to be teaching them a little bit about Indian spices and Indian hospitality.
And eventually, they're going to be teaching us because they're our future registered dietitians, right? Hey, this is what it's like. You got to get up early for television. Okay, so we are officially in Vij's kitchen, and this is a new initiative that I guess you want to be a part of with UBC, right?
Right. I've always enjoyed the mandate of UBC. I've always enjoyed what they've done for the students and in food and nutrition style. So we decided to donate $250,000 to this kitchen, and we are going to call it Vij's Kitchen, where students like them are going to come and learn a lot about Indian spices, Indian flavors, and I'm going to bring locals from outside to the UBC farm and come and learn.
Very cool. Let's talk about some of these great Indian spices, and I guess as you would teach the students, let's do it as per.
Yeah, so I've already gone over some of the spices, you know, in this palette, and this is almost like a palette of colors for you guys, you know, and your canvas is your pot that you're going to cook out of. So this is whatever you feel like doing, whatever your heart desires today. If you feel like adding more spice to it, you can add more spice to it. If you want to add a little less, and that's the beautiful part about our cooking. It's almost like a little democracy, you know. It's not like one way to do it. It's like so many different ways to do it.
Look at that. He is the master. For more details, by the way, on how you can also cook with Vikram, there's this very special, unique initiative actually happening on March 7th. Those details coming up on your website, or on the website on the screen there. We're going to continue to get into more details about that. And Vikram, we're going to make what, lamb kebabs coming up next?
Right, so we're going to make some lamb kebabs with onions, ginger and garlic, and some spices, and we're going to use some mung bean salad on a little cracker and amuse bouche.
Excellent. The master at work, Jody. Lots more coming up throughout the morning.
Very cool. I love how people...
Yeah.
Hey, thanks very much. Yeah, we are here again at Vij's Kitchen here at UBC. And Vikram, what are you doing right now?
I'm just breaking an egg to bind the mutton kebabs in there. And then she's going to just kind of knead it nicely and make little spices with it. And we're going to add some spices, and I'm going to fry the kebabs.
Excellent. And Jody, that is all coming up in about 6 minutes here again at UBC in Vij's Kitchen with who are going to be our future registered dietitians. So lots more coming up in just a few. Here with Vikram Vij, as we are in Vij's Kitchen at UBC. So, you know, normally I would sit there, Vikram, and do the interview, but since we have so many students that have some really great questions, first of all, what are we making?
Well, we'll be making two things, which is mutton kebabs,
okay,
and then we're going to do some mung bean salad afterwards.
All right, so since we have lots of people to ask questions, maybe let's start getting the questions out.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, Chef, I was wondering, is there any chance that the mutton will get tough if you overmix it?
Well, it does really get tough if you use your hands for too long. The heat from your body will toughen up the meat a little bit.
And what exactly is mutton?
Mutton is lamb. In North America, the older lamb is called mutton. Where I come from, normally you would usually have goat as mutton.
There you go. Now, what kinds of spices are we putting in here, Vikram?
Well, one of the spices that we've added is a little bit of fenugreek, a little bit of turmeric, a little ground coriander, a little bit of paprika, black pepper. We got some crushed green chilies, some garlic, and ginger. And then the idea is that you let it rest for a little bit, and then you kind of form them. And one of the girls should come and form them right away. Okay, and then we should put them on the grill right there.
Perfect. Let's do that. Now, did you have a quick question, too?
I did. How come we're not putting the fenugreek in here?
Well, fenugreek is a spice that you normally add at the end as a garnish. So the idea is that it's not meant to be cooking spice. It's meant to be more of a garnish spice. So it's an aromatic kind of a spice.
All right. So, Vikram, we're now making our way over to where I guess we're making the actual kebabs. And, of course, your students here, you're going to be our future registered dietitians. What's it like to be cooking with Vikram today?
It's an amazing experience. Yeah. We're really lucky to have this opportunity.
And, you know, it's a great opportunity, too, Vikram, for people to potentially cook live with you online on March 7th. This is going to be a really unique experience.
Yeah, and I think the idea is that I want the whole nation. So anybody who says, oh, Vikram, we cannot get into your cooking class, I want this to be part of your cooking class experience. So you'll be able to actually cook with me live with all the spices and everything ready to go. And it'll be on March 7th at 3 p.m.
Excellent. The website on the screen, Jody, by the way, on the website, you'll also be able to get an advanced shopping list so that you can be all ready to go to cook live with Vikram Vij, just like we're doing this morning. We'll see you again coming up at about 8:15. Where we are in Vij's kitchen, so I'm going to interrupt Vij, who's chatting with the students for just a little bit here. Vij, can I chat with you for 1 second?
Absolutely.
We're going to be cooking some more with the students in just a little bit, but, you know, let's talk about the importance of the family meal. I read an article that said you didn't even, before meeting Anthony Bourdain or having him over at your place, that you didn't have a dining room table. Are you kidding me?
We didn't have an official dining table. table. But I must say that every family must at least 3 to 4 times a week must eat together.
Why? Why is it important?
Because I think it kind of takes the dynamics of each other, how they like food, the kids and the family members. You know, they talk a little bit about it. It's almost like seeing a shrink. You know, you see a mom, you see a dad, you talk to each other, and you kind of feel connect. You fight a little bit. There's a little bit of a friction that happens, but at the end of the day, you're still eating together, and there's a huge feeling of camaraderie. And I grew up with my family eating together, and it was so important for my mom and dad that we ate together.
Very important. Jody, I know that that's a big part of your household. It's a big part of my household. We're going to be cooking some more with Vikram coming up in the next 5 minutes or so. Thanks, Vikram. That's right. We're here in Viji's kitchen at UBC with students of the dietetic program, and you're putting lemon in there.
Fresh lemon juice.
Fresh lemon for what, Vikram? What are we making?
Well, this is a salad that we're making. It's called a mung bean lentil salad. So it's basically live sprouts, which we've sprouted at the restaurant with lots of different spices, some onions, cilantro, some chutneys, and it's like a finger food, basically.
What kind of spices are you putting in there?
I'm putting in turmeric. I'm putting in paprika. I'm putting chili and salt and pepper and cumin.
And you got the onions. Did you dice those onions yourself?
I would like to say I did, but I didn't.
And what's your big contribution here?
Some cilantro, my favorite herb here.
Excellent. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about the mung bean, because I don't know that I know exactly what that is, Vikram.
Right. Mung beans are, lentils are India's basically a thank you, because it is such a healthy little bean. So legumes, for example, in India are so important.
So a mung bean is a lentil?
It's a lentil.
Okay.
There are 3 kinds of lentils. There's chickpeas, there's green beans, and then there is, like a little brown chickpea right there. We sprout them at the restaurant ourselves. So it's basically live bacteria that is growing in your stomach, and it's really good for you. And then we're going to add it with some fresh herbs that we've done. And then the girls are going to add some mint mango chutney and some date chutney on top of it.
So as part of the dietetic program here at UBC, I didn't even think that this would be all part of it. So is this as part of preparation? Is that part of your program?
Yeah, absolutely, because dietetics is a healthcare profession, but it's also a lot about food. So
that's excellent. Very, very good. So thank you very much. And for more details, by the way, on your chance to cook live with Vikram Vij, go to the website on your screen. There's a cooking class that's happening on the 7th. For you ladies here, how's this going here? Is it going all right?
great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
To taste it.
Excellent. The final touches, right, Vikram?
Well, that is the most important part. It's like a beautiful Indian woman. You always need a little bindi on the forehead. And that's exactly what these girls are doing right now.
That's fabulous. Well, again, for more details on cooking live with Vikram Vij, go to their website. Jody, there will be a shopping list posted on the website as well for anybody that wants to get their ingredients ahead of time, because it's basically going to be online and you're doing it live right with the guy himself.
What a great idea. What a great opportunity. Thanks so much, Don.
Yeah, and it's been a fun morning here at UBC in Viji's kitchen in Vikram, I should say. When I've been seeing you off camera and everything, you are still teaching these students as though we're on camera. This is just your passion.
It is. It is my absolute love. I always believe that when you learn something from your parents and your grandparents, you must pass it on to the next generation. And this is almost like a baton that I want to pass on to the students. So do you think you guys have learned something today?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to put you to test. What did you learn?
I think we learned a lot of technical skills. We learned how to sprout beans. We learned a lot about spices, a lot about just how the approach to Indian cooking is. I think it's a little bit more organic than some other cooking styles.
And is that the goal here? Because, of course, with Viji's Kitchen, this is a big initiative that you've kind of put together here with UBC, right?
Yeah, and the idea is that these students who are such great students, and this is the next generation of multicultural students, that they should know these spices, they should know the feeling of it, that they shouldn't be intimidated by them.
Because the one thing is, too, is in a family situation, you would get your recipes from your grandma, your great-grandma, or whatever, and that passed through the generations. But clearly, when you're looking at these registered dietitians of the future...
These are the future of our country, right? This is the ones that's going to make the policies of food and say, this is what's good for you. And I think it's important for them to understand that cuisines are very varied, but the spices have so many more unique flavors to them. And they have medicinal value to them. Do you not agree?
Yes, definitely. And the one thing is, too, is that we've all had a very unique experience. First of all, did you love the experience of cooking with Vikram? Yeah. People at home will have that chance as well on March 7th, right? What's this cooking live with Vikram Vij going to be like?
Well, the cooking live is going to be that you're going to be able to get your mise en place or, your spices all ready to go beforehand. And I'm actually going to physically do the cooking. And then at the end, we're going to sit down all together and enjoy it as a family. And my family is going to be all of Canada. Canada, not just a particular region. It is going to be all of Canada.
Sounds like a great reason to tune in. March 7th, more details on the website. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Namaste. Thank you.